Hello, everybody. Welcome to the chamber, to the Witches Chambers. My name is Anya. Welcome. I'm so happy that you guys are joining me today. Yes, it has been a while before I posted a reading, and there's always a reason for everything. Do not despair, I'm hearing from Spirit. Do not force something to happen if it's not meant to happen. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. And for whatever reason, I'm being guided to switch the tune. Wow. Yes, to switch the tune for today's reading. I feel like there's going to be a switch in a tune. Something is going to change. It's like you're going to be hearing a different sound, a different music. You're going to be playing to a different sound, to a different music. Nevertheless, my friends, listen, something is changing. And that's what I want to talk about today. It's a very, very big energy. But before we dive into that, let's first of all quiet our minds. Let's try to tune into Spirit. Let's take together a few deep breaths. Okay, so a deep breath in and a deep breath out. A deep breath in and a deep breath out. A deep breath in. Hold on. And a deep breath out. My friend, there's something about holding on. It's actually interesting. I reposted a reading yesterday, and I believe in the comments section of that posting I specifically said to hold on. For some of you, you need to hold on because a situation is changing in your life. Something is changing, something is literally changing its tune. That can be a person, a situation, or something that you have been dealing with. For others of you, you have been holding on to a situation that you need to release. And look at the candle. The candle is very restless. You may have been feeling very restless. I want to talk about the river, and I was mentioning the energy of the river in the last reading or the reading prior to that. And it's like more information wanted to come through. It's like there was more information that needed to come through, and I feel like this energy, this message has already come through. Okay, that's for whatever reason, Spirit has been guiding me to do a reading for you today. So I feel like 5 days have passed, and 5 talk about changes. So I feel like definitely there's a change heading your way. I feel like, my friend, you have been waiting for something very patiently. When I was meditating, I got a vision because I wanted to find out more about this river energy and what was it all about, So I received literally a vision of a temperance angel. And I feel like you're very protected. You have been very protected, whether or not you are realizing that, okay? There's a protective energy that has been with you all this time. I feel like you have been waiting for something to happen. And it's like you have been maybe trying to temper your emotion, or this is something that you have been guided to do. All right? Because it's like there's this slow moving energy, and it's like it's that drop, 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 drop. And it's like you may have felt like nothing is happening, that there's no action, there's no movement. I feel like you have been very impatient, and I feel like during this time, my friend, you have learned, first of all, to temper your emotions, because there's something that you have been waiting for. It might be really a really passionate situation, some passionate endeavor that you have been looking for, some spark of an idea. Please take it out, it resonates. Okay, each and every single message will not apply to you. Okay, so before I saw 333 on the timestamp, now I just saw 444. Okay, so there's a progress, my friend, that will be made in this situation. And when I was meditating, I was literally drawn to, first of all, the Temperance card, which is a Sagittarian, which is that fiery energy. And I was paying attention to the water, okay, that is literally flowing from one cup to the other, okay. For some of you, it's like you have been waiting. It gave me that energy of, you know, the grandfather clock, that pendulum energy, okay, from one cup to the other, from one cup to the other. It's like one day you may have felt very down, you know, deprived of your passion, deprived that anything is going to happen, and the next day you may have felt like, oh, you know what, it's actually going to happen. I feel this wonderful energy, this blessing heading my way. And then the third day came about and you may have been in this energy of doubt, of worry, of being uncertain. I feel like, my friend, all this time, yes, you have been waiting, but at the same time, it has been a lesson. Okay, it's all about divine timing, I'm hearing from Spirit. Okay, like this waiting, this balancing out of energies, my friend, had to happen. Okay, had to happen in order for the situation, the thing that you have been waiting for, to change. You know, some sort of an alchemy had to take place, and it needed time. Okay, so it's actually interesting. I want to show you guys the Temperance card. Okay, how it looks like, so that you can understand what I'm talking about. Temperance. Yes, it's like, for some of you, it's like you literally have been losing your patience. You know, it's like, when is this going to happen? You know, I have been waiting. I can feel something happening, I'm hearing some of you saying, but it's like, it's not. Will it ever change? All right, so look at these two chalices, these two cups. See what this angel is doing? And we see the triangle here, okay? Mind, body, and soul, my friends, okay? Some of you, it's like you needed to come into some sort of an alchemy between your mind, your body, and your soul. It's like this union had to happen before whatever it is that you're waiting for can come to you. For some of you, it's like you needed to alchemize your internal self, you know? But look what's happening here. This angel is literally moving the water, balancing the water. And this is actually what is happening with the river, my friends. It's actually interesting, okay? Look what is happening here on this card. See, we're seeing sun right here. And we're seeing water. Water, which is a river in this situation, right? There's always a reason, my friends. And I have been channeling this river for all this time. And then during meditation, I have literally been shown this image of this Temperance angel. And we see a river here. See, this river is flowing from two mountains. Okay, I feel like whatever it is that you have been patiently waiting for, my friend, it has been a very challenging journey for you. Some of you, it's like you have faced many obstacles, many challenges, or one particular big challenge that you have to overcome through, with the mountain being here. Okay. For some of you, it's like I feel like you were going against the current, my friend, all this time. You have, I'm hearing from Spirit, listen, I'm hearing from Spirit, you have refused to surrender. Okay? And what really caught my eye, my friends, afterwards, after, you know, seeing these two chalices and this angel balancing this water, I got a vision of an Aquarian. It gave me the energy, Aquarian energy, okay? You know, how the Aquarians, you know, spills the water, right? This is literally that energy, okay? So then, I want to show you guys the Aquarian energy, actually, because this is another vision that I got, okay? Where's that card? It's like, I feel like, my friend, for a lot of you, what you have been waiting for is for some sort of a wish, I'm hearing from Spirit, to come to you. whatever this temperance, I feel like for a lot of you guys, it's a wish fulfillment or some sort of a healing that you have been waiting for. And I'm hearing somebody saying, yes, 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 yes. Okay, but it's like, again, this wish hasn't been coming true. For some of you, it's like you have given up hope. Because when I took your cards out, both of them were in reverse. It's like you have been losing your patience. Okay. Your emotions have been out of balance, I'm hearing. And you have literally lost hope with the star in reverse. Okay. But I feel like things are about to change. Things are about to turn around for you. Look what is happening here, my friend. See these two buckets, okay? See this star. Maybe I should even hide it, okay? Something is going to be exposed, my friend. Okay, that's what I want to tell you. Okay, so it's like you are not seeing that star. Okay, you are not seeing, you have been waiting for it, you have given up hope. But see what this female energy is doing, actually, what this star is doing. You may have been dealing with someone in the public eye, okay? But nevertheless, see what is happening here. How this star is spilling out water from the jug, okay? And again, this is that jug energy. And if you look at this jug right here, what do you see, my friend? Again, you know what I'm seeing? I'm going to tell you. I'm seeing a river. Okay. So we're seeing a river here on the Temperance Angel card. We're seeing a river here, okay? Which again, is water. And, you know, so then afterwards, when I received these two images, okay, it's like, for some of you, it's like you have been tempering some sort of a wish. You have been putting some sort of a wish of yours on hold, okay? And please remember, everyone, with these types of readings, not every single message will apply to you, okay? Do not try to fit in. If something is not making sense to you, that just means that this message is not for you, or that particular segment, should I say, of the reading is not for you, okay? Yeah, for some of you, it's like, I feel like you have been blocking, okay? Because it's like you have been taking no action. It's like you have been waiting for it to happen. Meanwhile, all this time, I'm hearing from Spirit, it was you who had to take the matters into your own hands to make that wish come true. And this is the change that you're going to realize, okay, for some of you. You know what's interesting, my friend? On both of these cards, the star and the angel is dipping its toe in the water. Okay? For some of you, I feel like there's a situation coming back around. Something that you have been wishing for, but something that previously has not happened. You have been waiting for it. You have, maybe for some of you, you have lost hope. This situation I'm hearing from Spirit is coming back around. And it's like, you might be afraid of putting your toe in that water, in that river. Okay. The reason why this may be happening is, why you might be afraid? Well, because of what has happened to you in the past. The lessons that you have learned in the past, either with this particular situation that we're talking about or another one. You know, it's like you have learned your lesson. There's something that you definitely have gone through, and this road has not been easy. I feel like it has been very challenging. It has been full of rocks, full of debris. And it's like, it's finally here. It finally arrived with the river. Yes, it has taken a lot of time, but this thing, you know, has come to fruition. You know, it has arrived where it needed to arrive. And it's like, now you're seeing it. Because another energy that came through during my meditation is the energy of the moon. Okay. And the moon talks about illusions, uncertainty, fear. Okay. And I feel like this is how you have been feeling. Uncertain. Maybe you have been really in your emotions, you know. Or it's like you may have been really over-emotional about the situation. Something that you have been waiting for, okay? And it's like it's finally here, but then again, it finally arrived. I feel like during this process of you waiting, you have learned a lot of things. And now you're afraid, my friend, to dip your toe in this water, to take that chance, to take this opportunity, to actually enjoy that wish because it's finally here. For some of you guys, it's health related. For others of you, it's something that you have been wishing upon a star, you know? And it's finally here, but it's like you're afraid, you're uncertain. Should I take it or shouldn't I? Should I take it? Shouldn't I? And it's that, again, that energy. Should I take it? Shouldn't I? Should I take it? Shouldn't I? You may have been really emotional, you know, about it. And it's like, you know, the thing is, my friend, with the river, okay? Because there's this saying, you should never jump into the same water twice. But if you think about the river, my friend, okay? With the river, okay, it's like, how should I say it? It's like it's not about you dipping your toe in the water, okay? It's not about so much about that, because you may feel like it's the same thing is going to happen again. Again, I'm going to be disappointed. Again, I'm going to have to wait for something. Again, my wish is not going to come true, or it's going to be at pause. My friend, you know what I'm hearing from Spirit? Take the chance. Because the water in the river is not the same. And the reason why is because the river always flows, okay? And the river, the water is always changing. So it's impossible for you to dip your toe in the same water, because the water is always changing. The water in the river doesn't stay the same, okay? So, my friend, do not be afraid to dip your toe in the water. And this is exactly what you're being guided to do, to dip your toe in the water. This is something that you have been waiting for. This is something I feel like you have been wishing for with the star being here. This is something that currently you might be very doubtful about. Something is going to come to light, my friend. And I feel like it's going to happen during the season, the Piscean season, okay? Piscean season started, 2 days ago, I believe? And the moon is predominantly Piscean sign, okay? So you're going to be seeing a sign. You're going to be seeing a truth. We're seeing the moon and we're seeing a sun, some sort of a clarity, a revelation, an awakening, my friend, is going to happen. Okay, because I feel like right now you might be in this energy of uncertainty. You might be in this energy, oh, I don't want it anymore. I have been waiting for it. I have changed the situations. My life has changed. And now it's finally here. And you might be questioning, do I really want it? You might be afraid because it's like there's this, with the moon being here, it's like this energy of the unknown. Yes, and you know what's interesting, my friends? Look at this moon card. Look at this energy right here. We're seeing sand, right? And this is giving me that same energy of the river. It's like the river has gone dry, you know? So much time, I'm hearing from Spirit, has passed where it's like there's no river anymore. It's like the river that's meant to flow to its destination has already flown. There's no more river. It's like this wish is finally here. This wish is finally arrived. This wish is finally in here. This is something that you have been calling for. Okay? See, look at these two animals. You might be an animal lover, you know. You have been hauling to the moon, you know. It's like to the moon, to the unknown, to Spirit, to God. Please give me that wish. Please make something happen for me. And look at these two pillars, my friends. two pillars. Here, look at this energy right here. You cannot really see it, but we're seeing two peaks of a mountain and river running right in between. It's like you, and we're seeing the two chalices. Energy of 222 is of a significance here. But it's all about balance, my friend. Something needed to balance out. I just saw 2020 on the timestamp. Some sort of an energy needed to balance itself out, my friend, before this wish could actually come true for you. And again, I'm seeing two jacks here. I cannot make this up. Okay. You might be a Cancer, you might be a Scorpio, my friend. You might be in this energy of water right now. There's a lot of emotions, but it's like because you have been waiting for this, it's like your emotion may have literally dried up. You know, for some of you. For others of you, there's really a lot of emotions because something has not happened. And what's interesting, my friend, there's a reason why I do certain things in a reading, and for whatever reason, I have placed the moon card as the first one. Okay? And I feel like the moon gives that energy of the unknown. Something that you're not seeing. I don't feel like you have been seeing this river. You may have been feeling it for a very long time with the Temperance being here. What you're not seeing, my friend, is your wishes coming true. For some of you, it has to do with a healing. I feel like you have been healing yourself as well, my friend. Some sort of a healing needed to take place. A balance of alchemy needed to happen within you. Do not be afraid to take a dip in this water, because something is coming to fruition. The river has run its course, I'm hearing. The river has finally arrived. It is safe for you to dip your toe in this water because it's here to stay. Look at this energy right here, right? It looks like a lake. It's not going anywhere. This energy is not going anywhere, right? It's not a river anymore. Yes, it may have been a river at one point, but it's not a river anymore. The river has arrived at its destination, my friend. The river is here. It's like I'm also hearing you have arrived at your destination. There's something that's arriving. There's something that's here to stay. This is something solid. This is something stable. And what's interesting, my friends, when you look at these three tarot cards, if you're familiar with tarot, okay, we have the Temperance Angel, which is Sagittarian energy, that fiery energy. Yes, I feel like this is something that you have really been passionate about, something that you really wanted very passionately, but you have been literally forced to wait. You know, you have been forced to temper your emotions. You have been forced to alchemize, to change, to transform. Okay. We also have the star, which is water, Well, water, we're seeing water. What I meant to say. Aquarius is an air energy. Okay. For some of you, you're dealing with a situation, it's like you should have been very expressive, but instead of being expressive, talking about it, voicing it, you have been very emotional, and that's what kept you stuck for some of you. That's what I'm hearing. The star energy is an air energy, is an Aquarian energy. The moon is a Piscean energy, and we are currently in the Pisces season. This is water energy. So it's an okay, so where's the earth element in all of this? Okay. And the earth element, my friend, is actually you. The earth element is actually you. Why am I saying it? I'm going to show you something. Yes, and again, it may have taken you quite a long time. It's being in that river, swimming in that river, going, you know. You have been flowing through that river. You have, for some of you, it's like you have been stuck in this river, I'm hearing, you know. Unable to get out. You have been forced, my friend. You have been forced. You have been stuck. Please take it how it resonates and how it applies to you and your situation. Yeah, it's like you had to go through a whole deck of cards, of challenges, of obstacles, because I'm almost at the end of the deck. And only at the end of the deck, and that's the truth, Ace of Swords, I'm seeing the Empress, okay? The Empress is you, my friend. For some of you, it's like you had to grow into the Empress status, okay? You had to ascend, you had to evolve. Because something has been out of balance, okay? So, I feel like this is you. You're the Empress right now, my friend. You are sitting on the throne. You are taking charge of your life. There's something that is arriving. It's either something is arriving or you're arriving. You're understanding your emotions, I'm hearing. You're understanding what you have been through, what you have gone through, what kind of obstacles you have faced, my friend. You're understanding that. And you can finally sit down. And what's interesting on this card, my friend, this is Empress is the earth energy. It's all about growth. Empress is stable. Empress is the one who's in charge, you know, of their emotions, you know, of their thoughts, of their wishes, of her wishes, should I say, you know, who's in charge of her emotions, who's in charge of herself, my friend. Okay, and what's interesting on this card, look what is happening here. What do you see on this side? See, we have all these trees which symbolize growth, stability, security. We're seeing a river. Okay, I cannot make this up, my friends. You needed to grow. I just saw 2727 on the timestamp. So this number may be of significance to you. It's all about you. This weight, my friend, was all about you. In order for you to ascend, in order for you to grow. Now, because you are in your Empress energy, you will receive this wish of yours. Okay, there's always a balance, my friend. Okay, in any type of wish that you want, there needs to be a balance. And if you yourself, my friend, have been out of balance, especially when it has to do with your emotions, maybe you have not been expressing your emotions too clearly. Or it's like you have been confused about how it is that you have been feeling. If you have been in this pendulum energy, in this uncertainty, one day you feel like that, another day you feel totally different energy. This energy, my friend, needed to balance itself out. Okay. Yeah, I feel like something is coming back around, my friend. That's what I feel. I feel like this wish is finally coming true, but it's like you have grown in that time of waiting. Your river may have gone dry. You may have been literally feeling like you know, nothing is moving. There's no river, there's no motion. Or you have, you know what I'm seeing right now? Because I'm being drawn to the moon and to the temperance. The angel has taken the water from the river, and it's actually alchemizing that river. Okay. You have, for some of you, it's like you have been flowing in a very unbalanced situation. You have been dealing with some sort of an unbalanced situation. Okay. yes, for some of you, it's like you may have got yourself in that river because of out of your own doing, whether consciously or unconsciously. You know, you have ended up in the river while one way or another, either by your own choice or without unconsciously choosing some sort of a path, you know. And it's like, I feel like whoever you are, you have been in this river, and now it's like the angels are literally taking charge of this river, and they're transforming it so that you can finally arrive at your destination, so that you can finally receive your wish, my friend. For some of you, it has to do with a growth, maybe money growth, your spiritual growth. There's a lot of spirituality that I'm picking up from, from this reading. So some of you, it has to do with your ascension, with your spiritual ascension. For others of you, it's some sort of a recognition, being maybe in the public eye, or it's like you're having, all your wishes. Empress has everything, my friend. Empress is not lacking anything. It's not lacking any element, And I was mentioning, the elements: earth, air, fire, and water. We have all the elements on the board, my friend. Okay? It's like the day and the night are coming together. Okay? For some of you, it's a connection that we're talking about. You have been wishing for your divine partner to finally come, to finally be shown to you, to finally do something. Situation, my friend, I'm hearing from Spirit, is going to stabilize. Okay? My friend, listen. You never dip toe, okay, twice in the same water, because river is ever flowing. And the water is different each and every single time. Okay? So, my friend, if you have been waiting for this wish of yours, okay, enjoy, I'm hearing from Spirit, the energy of stillness. Because this energy, my friend, allows you to balance out your own emotions. And it's actually allowing you to go within. It's allowing for you to finally see that change. And it's like, I'm hearing from Spirit, enjoy. Even though, you might be, saying to me, Anya, what are you talking about? Enjoy the process of the stillness. Okay? Enjoy it. Because it's like, there's no other way. This is something that you need to go through. It's some sort of a lesson, my friend, for some of you, This patience is teaching you patience, is teaching you to balance out your emotion. It's a lesson, my friend. It's a lesson that you need to go through. You don't want to repeat that same lesson again, You don't. So just stay in this energy. Stay in this energy. Because it's like you're almost at the end, I'm hearing. You're almost at the end. You're almost there. And yes, you should dip your toe in the water once it arrives, You should, my friend. Wow. This is big. Okay. So let's get into your reading, everybody. I know the introduction, the channeled messages have taken a long time. Okay, but there's, again, something that you have been waiting for a very long time. Okay? And I'm just hearing, pertaining to the energy of dipping your toe in the water, okay? I'm actually being drawn to a quote that I'm seeing right in front of me, okay? It's from Dolly Parton. So, you might be a Dolly Parton lover, okay? But I'm staring at this quote, and it says, "You'll never do a whole lot, okay, unless you're brave enough to try." Okay. So do not be afraid to dip your toe in this water, because what you're not seeing is like the water actually is not the same. Okay. The water is ever flowing. The river in the water is ever flowing. Okay. So the situation can never come, at you twice. You can never experience the same situation twice, because the river is ever changing, the river is ever flowing. And even if the river arrives at this destination, because the river keeps flowing to it, the water always changes. So the situation is never the same, my friend, no matter how you look at it. Wow. So be brave enough and take that wish, because it's finally here. For others of you, it's like you have been refusing to make some sort of a move. Be brave enough to make that move, to make that change, to go after your wish. Okay? Because it's like it's like Spirit is bringing you this wish, this gift. But again, some sort of an action needs to be taken from you to make that wish yours, if you know what I mean. Okay? Wow. All right. So let's get into your energy. Something is coming to fruition. I'm hearing your energy is coming to fruition. Wow. Interesting. Spirit. Can I please see the energy of the collective? What is happening? I'm being drawn to the candle and to the wick, to the light. There's a lot of uncertainty. For some of you, it's like your emotions are scattered, or your thoughts are very scattered, I'm hearing from Spirit. For some of you, it's like you cannot stand still. And you're actually going to be forced to stay still, I'm hearing. Because there's something that you need to see, I'm hearing from Spirit. There's some sort of a experience that you need to have. But it's like you have been refusing to have this experience. You have been holding on to, quote unquote, being busy, to being scattered in your emotions. It's like I'm hearing from Spirit, you have been refusing to let go. You have been refusing to surrender. You have been refusing to stay still. Spirit for the collective, please. It's like you have become numb by these scattered emotions, by these scattered thoughts. For the collective, Spirit, please. Wow. Look what is happening. This is the front of the card. This is the back. What do you see, my friend? Well, initially, this is a tree. Trees talk about growth. That's that Empress energy. You know what I'm also seeing? I'm seeing this as a river. Okay? Yeah, it's like, for some of you, you have been stuck in this river, my friend. hoping that a situation is going to change. Because look at this imagery, everyone. Okay, and this is what you're going to be seeing, by the way. This is what you're going to realize. We see the sun behind that river, behind that tree. Okay, has to do with some sort of a growth, my friend. You have been stuck in this river that has many branches, my friend. It has not been a straight river. Okay, for some of you, it's like you have ended up at one end of the branch. For others of you, you have ended up on another end of the branch, unable to get out of this energy. Look at this spirally energies all around this oracle card. It's like you have been spiraling in this river, unable to get out. You have been stuck, my friend. I'm going to be honest. Because of something that you have been devoted to. A situation that you were hoping is going to change. Okay? Meanwhile, all this time you have literally been in this spiral energy, unable to get out. You have been stuck, my friend. Because of the decisions, options, convoluted energy I'm hearing that you have been stuck in. You are hoping that the situation is going to grow. Meanwhile, it has kept you stuck because something that you have been devoted in. Okay? And you're going to be gaining clarity on that, my friend. You have been hoping for growth. Meanwhile, you have been stuck in this river energy all this time. You need to let something go, my friend. There's something that you have been devoted to. Someone, something, a situation that has not been changing, okay? That has not been changing, that has, I'm hearing from Spirit, that has, where you have encountered many obstacles, many challenges, many back roads. When I'm looking at this imagery, I'm getting a lot of very confusing energy, okay? There's something that you have been confused about, but nevertheless something that you have been devoted to. Again, you are hoping for some sort of a growth, but this situation has been keeping you in this loop, in this spiral. There's a lot of branches, there's a lot of back roads, there's a lot of options for some of you that you have entertained that have not been good for you, my friend. You know, hoping that it's going to bring you devotion, you know, hoping that it's going to bring you devotion, stability, security. That's how I'm reading this. It's no matter how you look at it, it's still uncertain. No matter how you look at it, it's still spiraling. No matter how you look at it, it's still confusing. You know? But it's something that you have been devoted to, my friend. You need to let go of that, okay? But guess what? The good news is, my friend, rebirth is taking place. We have the reincarnation at the bottom of your deck. This is not what you're seeing. You're not seeing this. There's a transformation that's happening behind the scenes. There's an alchemy happening behind the scenes. So your situation, my friend, is changing. Because you have changed. Because you have learned many lessons. Because you have gone through many branches, you know. Many obstacles, many challenges. It's actually, this road has helped you to change, my friend. Something that you have been dedicated to. It's time to let go. There's a change, there's transformation happening. Okay? You are transforming, you are changing. Your situation is changing. Yeah? Wow, 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 my friends. So let's get on to the main reading, everyone. All right, everyone. So let's get into the main part of the reading. I had to pause to grab the utensils, okay, for your reading, to grab the tools. And you know what I'm hearing from Spirit? The water is going to flow, first of all, when you least expect it, and also I'm hearing for some of you, the water is going to flow in a place where a water normally would not. So I don't know what that means. Okay. Maybe it's like you're expecting for this water to be in one place, for this wish of yours to arrive from one area, but it's actually, I'm hearing from Spirit, it's going to arrive from a totally unexpected place. Okay. At an unexpected time. Wow. Number 1515 may be of significance. I'm just looking at your ball, and Spirit has been guiding me to select a pretty big ball for you. So finally something is going to start flowing up. Something is finally going to start flowing in the opposite direction. 5 and 5 talk about changes. 5 and 5, that's 1. Starting again, something starting from the beginning for some of you. But again, it's a balanced energy. Number 1515, that's 6, 6. That's 12, that's 3. Interesting. There's a situation that has been stuck, that has kept you stuck. It's finally going to be reversed. Get ready for the big ball. I'm hearing from Spirit. Whatever that means to you, for you. Get ready for unexpected spill. Again, I feel like something is going to happen very unexpectedly. Because it's like, for some of you, it's like you have given up on it. Because of the weight, you know? Yes, like for some of you, it's like there's noise that's involved in this whole situation. You're going to hear maybe some sort of a noise coming from your phone, from outside. Yeah, it's like you have let go of the past. You have said goodbye. There's a certain cycle that is ending. You have poured your water out so that new water can come in. Because for some of you, it's like nothing has been changing because you have been entertaining the same water, the same emotions. And you're letting go of those emotions. You're letting go of that water. Again, it's giving me that Aquarian energy. You're spelling out your emotions. Maybe you're saying something. You're voicing something. It's like your bowl, your cup is empty so that new water can come in, so that new energy can come in. And yes, it is safe for you to dip your toe in this water because the water is different. It's not the same water. And you will see it. Wow. This just came through very unexpectedly, this message. I don't know. Let's begin. Let's start flowing your water. I'm seeing the star. Again, I'm looking at the side of your bowl and I'm seeing literally a star here. But again, there's something that you're letting go before this wish is actually coming true, before it actually can come true. For some of you, it's a pause. Wow. Yeah, it's like the water flowing the opposite way. Somebody's going to be spilling out. Somebody's going to be saying something to you. I'm hearing how sorry they are. They're spilling their emotions. How it is that they have been feeling, I'm hearing from Spirit. For some of you, it's something. For some of you, it's like you have been crying about from this person, what this person has done. And I feel like they're in this energy, and now it's like it has flipped. The energy has flipped. Wow. And I feel like it has come very unexpectedly for them. This is not something that they were expecting. It's all about, listen, my friend, it's all about how you're holding the jug. It's all about how you're holding your jug, how you're holding yourself, how you're holding the tool. Be careful how you hold the jug. Be careful about your emotions, because it seems like for some of you, it's like you're really out of place with your emotions. It's like, again, I'm being drawn back to the temperance angels. One day you're feeling one way, another day you're feeling another way. Be careful how you hold your jug, because you may spill the water and something is going to be spilled that you may be regretting. Let's go on. And you're being asked to go on, okay? Yeah, there's this swirly energy, and this is exactly the same energy that we're seeing here. My friend, some of you, it's like you have been holding on, okay? You have been holding on, and this is what I'm seeing in my mind's eye right now. It's like pause has been happening. No water has been spilling. Okay, or at least that's how you feel. No water has been spilling. Meanwhile, you have been holding on. And I'm seeing in my mind's eye, I'm seeing you in that river. You're in that river. There's a current, very heavy current that is happening. Okay, there's a current that is coming from left to right. And you're right in the middle. And you're holding on to what seems to me looks like a rock. With your two hands, you're really holding on to it. Okay, with your dear life. For some of you, it's literally an obstacle that you have been devoting yourself to. This thing that you have been devoting yourself to is actually your obstacle. It's actually your mountain. This rock is your mountain. And it's like with your dear life, how long can you hold on to this rock, my friend? That's what you need to ask yourself. It's like the river has been pushing you to do the right thing, towards the right, you know? But with your life, you have been holding on to this rock. Whatever that rock means to you, my friend, you have been holding on to it. And it's like, one way or another, you have to let go of it. Because you will not be able to hold on to it anymore. Some sort of a devotion, something that you have been devoted to, has actually been an obstacle for you. Okay? This can be a thought pattern, a situation, a person. Please apply it how it is to your life. You have been holding on to this rock. And it's like Spirit has been pushing you. The river has been pushing you, but you have been holding. It's like, my friend, ask yourself, how long will you be able to hold on to it? Okay? You're being guided. You're being forced to go with the current, to go with the flow, to let go of the situation. Okay? My friend, yes, the destination may be unknown to you right now. And you may be uncertain what other rocks, what other debris you may encounter along the way. But where you're heading to is where you meant to be at, my friend. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. So let go of that rock, okay? Things have not been happening, and I stopped pouring the water in your bowl. Things have stopped happening because you have been trying to hold on. You have been very devoted to this rock. Yeah, for some of you, it has been some sort of a passion of yours. You know, in order for the energy to change, you need to let go. Okay? That's what you need to do. Yeah, for some of you, it's maybe some sort of a wish fulfillment. You have been holding on to some sort of a vision that you had, that the situation can only manifest one way. My friend, you have no idea how it's going to manifest. The water is going to spill from the most unexpected of places. That's what I want to tell you. This is actually an aquamarine rock that I'm holding in my hand, and there's always a reason, my friend, for everything. This is giving me that water energy. Okay. Things have stopped because you have been devoted to something that you should let go of. And then the water will start flowing again. And it's actually interesting. I'm just noticing the bowl is half filled with water. And again, it's how you look at the situation, my friend. Is the bowl half full? Is the bowl half empty? How you look at it. Is it half full or is it half empty? Okay. By the way, there's always a reason why I say certain things in a reading. For some of you, it's like a conversion that is happening. Maybe you're converting your religion, something that you're totally changing, that you're totally transforming. Wow. And without realizing it, I put away your oracle card. It's like I have put it in a different place. And now I've been looking for the reincarnation card. A situation is changing, you're changing, my friend. How you look at this. It's like you're going to be looking at yourself, at your situation from a different perspective now. And it's going to happen now in this Piscean season. Wow, let's continue. Now the water can start to flow. And I feel like you're going to be very happy, my friend. Because it's like everything will finally come together for you. And more and more things will start happening, my friend. And you will have many, many options, I'm hearing. And I feel I'm picking up a lot of happy energy. Stable in emotion, but very happy. Very calm energy, my friend. It's like after a period of uncertainty, of confusion is coming to an end, my friend. It's like finally something is alchemized. Finally something is tempered down. It's like the water is flowing, but you cannot even see that it's flowing. It's so quiet. Wow. My friend, don't be afraid. Let go, because the second part of your journey, I'm hearing, is going to be more calm, more relaxed, more stable, I want to say. Okay. Wow. And you're going to be looking at the well, inside the well, and asking, is there anything left? Is there any other water left? And you're going to realize that there's still some water left. So there's like, I'm hearing from Spirit, there's an energy of water being left just in case. So something is going to be left in the well just in case if you need it. Okay? Just crazy. I don't know why I'm even saying it. So in case you become thirsty, I'm hearing from Spirit, there's still water left in your jug. Okay? So that you will never run out of it again. My friends, I'm just channeling, so you may not make any sense whatever it is that I'm saying, okay? And it's actually interesting. It was clouded the whole day and I'm seeing a sun. Pretty much at the end of, you know, the collective reading, there's a sun that's coming out. So do not lose hope. Do not lose hope, my friend. Hold on, okay? Hold on, because the situation is going to stabilize itself, okay? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. My friends, listen, some sort of a mark is going to be removed. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Some sort of a mark that has, some sort of a situation that has left a mark on your life is going to be removed. It's going to be cleansed because, again, there's this alchemy happening, okay, for you. Some sort of a mark, that's what I'm hearing from Spirit, okay? So, now, let's dive into your individual messages, okay? What you need to know at this time. Whatever wants to come through for you. Again, something is going to change. So if you're going to be choosing a different path, a different option, because something is not what you want, I'm hearing, okay? It's like you're going to be smelling the roses, I'm hearing, okay? Wow, okay. Wow, pile number one. You have been really trying hard to obtain something, to receive something. Pile number two. Pile number three. Wow. Okay, so there are three options for you, guys. Option one, pile number one, pile that has been really striving hard to have something, to get something, is this brownish, okay, you guys cannot see it, brownish crystal, okay, something with the triangle. Wow. Option number two is this rose quartz, and option number three is this snowflake obsidian, okay. Pile number one, you might be into carnations. You may like carnations. I don't know. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. Carnation. Maybe you're going to be receiving flowers, pile number one. Okay. I feel like you're going to be analyzing something, pile number one. Okay. You might be an air sign, or it's like you might be embodying that energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Pay attention to signs. I'm hearing from Spirit, pile number one. Pile number one. Pile number two now. Just being guided by Spirit to select cards for the other two piles, so please bear with me. Pile number one, I feel like you have been giving to others, other situation except to yourself. Okay. Pile number two. And finally, pile number three. I'm hearing flat out. Pile number three, I'm hearing flat out. I don't know why it's coming through. Pile number three, please, Spirit. Pile number three, you have been doing something over and over and over again, hoping for a different outcome. Pile number three. That's not the way to go, and you're going to be seeing it, okay? That's why you may have been lacking money. You may have been left out in the cold because you have been doing the same thing over and over again. Okay? Maybe you have been dealing with the same person, or you have been, you know, doing the same thing. You have came to something. It's like, for some of you, pile number 3, you have not learned your lesson, and you have been repeating this lesson over and over and over again. I'm hearing. Wow. Some of you, it has to do with money, pile number 3. I'm just looking at the bottom of the deck. I'm seeing the 9 of Pentacles. And interesting. All right, so, being guided by Spirit to select one oracle card for each of the piles. So again, I feel like collective, I feel like you have been waiting for something to come together, for something to finish, for some sort of a cards to be laid out, metaphorically saying, you know, I don't know. But there's always a reason why I say certain things in a reading, okay? Okay. Okay. Where can you create more space, pile number 1? Some of you, it's like you have been overcrowding yourself, overcrowding your space, overcrowding your mind. Okay? Please take it how it resonates. But you need to create space. You need to let go of something, because you have been holding on, you have been devoted, you have been holding on with your dear life to the thing, maybe to it's a physical thing, a situation. You need more space. You need space, my friend. Okay? A space is needed for the energy to flow. That's what I'm hearing. Listen to this, pile number 1. Instead of filling yourself up with busy work, yeah, for some of you, it's like you have been really busy, concentrating with maybe 3 things at the same time. You know, you have been juggling a lot of things. Create more sacred space in your schedule, in your home, in your mind, your lungs, and in your heart. Take time to just be. Exactly. Take time to pause before you can see some sort of a wish to come to you. And I was mentioning when we were doing your collective reading, your water's crying, I was mentioning to pause. And I feel like this message was for you. It's time to just be, to pause, okay? Do a clutter detox, my friend, of your schedule, your home, and your innermost self. Make space. Clarity will come. Didn't I mention? And clarity with this devotion card. That's the energy that I was feeling. And this is a message for you. Okay? Yeah, some of you, it's like you have been unclear about where you need to go. You know, whatever it happens to be. There has been some sort of an unclarity. Okay? But first, before that clarity can come, you need to clear your own home, innermost self, your schedule. Please take out how it resonates, and clarity will come. Okay? Let's look at your tarot, pile number 1. Some of you, it's like you have been concentrating. You have been keeping yourself busy, making money, doing housework. 6 of Swords, exactly. King of Wands. Whoa, interesting. You need to take charge, my friend. That's what I'm hearing from Spirit. You need to take charge. And you need to let go. You need to say goodbye to something that you have been holding on. Whether it's some sort of a mindset relating to money, how you can make a lot of money, you know. You need to let go of that and go with the flow. Again, we're seeing water here with the 6 of Swords. Okay? You need to take charge. There's an energy with the King of Wands here of you taking charge of your life when it comes to your home situation, your finances. You have been dealing with some turbulent emotions, turbulent situation. You need to literally get on that boat and you need to move. For some of you, it's a movement of a home. You need to change your home because your home is actually what has been keeping you stuck. The environment that you're in has been actually keeping you stuck. Okay, I'm going to be honest. It's like you have been dealing with a lot of things, a lot of people. It's like a pet needs me, my friend needs me, my family member needs me, and you have been tending to them. That's the energy that I feel. And this energy, my friend, it's what has been keeping you stuck. There has been no movement. You need to be the one to take charge with the King of Wands being here. King of Wands is that passionate king. And I feel like it's you. You need to take charge, okay, of your life, and you need to get on that boat. You need to get in that car, you need to get into that vehicle, and you need to move on from that turbulent water, from that turbulent situation. For some of you, if you want the financial stability, and I just saw 111 on the timestamp, crazy. You need to make some sort of a move. You need to be the one to take charge. You know, you need to be the one to make some sort of a move, to get into that boat, you know. And you need to make a move, my friend, because nothing is going to happen if you do not make a move. You're going to be still in the energy of the turbulent waters. You're still going to be in the energy of holding on to that rock, okay? You need to move away from that. That's what the Six of Swords is all about. Moving on from whether it's a mindset, a situation. You need to take charge with the King of Wands. If you have been feeling unstable, my friend, you need to be the one to make a move, to do something about it, okay? It's not enough to be thinking about the situation. You need to take action, okay? Pile number 1. You've been dealing with a lot of clutter, and you need to let go of that clutter, okay? And I feel like this is what you're going to be doing, okay? You're going to be moving to calmer waters. And this is exactly that energy that I mentioned in your collective water scrying reading. It's like first part of your journey may have been very turbulent, very uneasy, you know. When you take a pause before taking action, the other part of the journey is going to be more calmer, okay? Now, for others of you, you have someone here who has been concentrating on their stability, who has been only concentrating maybe on their money, on their status quo. This person is coming towards you, and I feel like they're coming in for stability. Wherever they have been at, they have not been happy, okay? They have been doing and dealing with a lot of things, okay, that they're not happy with, that they have not been happy with. They are moving away from that energy. It's like I'm hearing this person saying, the second part of my life, I want it to be more stable, I want it to be more calmer. This person is taking charge, and this person is coming in towards you for stability, for peace, okay? Thank you, pile number 1. Pile number 2. You have not been seeing things right, I'm hearing pile number 2. Maybe it has to do with your love life. You have chosen the rose quartz. Something to do with your love emotions. You have not been, and I'm hearing it's like you have not been seeing the words right. You have not been reading them right, I'm hearing. Look at this. Are you, my friend, focused on what are you losing, or are you focused on what you are gaining? So is it like, Are you focusing on what you're about to lose? Because I feel like you're in this river, my friend. You're holding on to this rock dimension in your collective reading. And it's like, are you focusing on what you're losing with this rock? Or are you focusing on what you are gaining if you let go of this rock? Okay? It's how you look at the situation, my friend. Ultimately, pile number 2. There's something that you're going to have to let go one way or another. You know? Because you won't be able to hold on to it anymore. See what I'm saying at? You see what it's like, are you looking at the bowl as being half full or half empty? Because this release is going to happen nevertheless. You will have to let go, my friend. Okay? Because the longer you hold on to this rock, the more burdensome, the more tired, the more exhausted you're going to become, my friend. Okay? Focus, my friend, on what you will gain, not on what you will lose. Because what you're losing is actually a burden. It's actually an obstacle. It's actually a challenge. Whether you realize it or not, you have been devoted to something, trying to hold on to this rock. Focus on what you're going to gain from that situation if you let go. Okay? Let's read your message. Didn't I mention the word change at the beginning of your reading, my friend? Are you going through some change? Yeah, I feel like you are, my friend. Are you scared? Listen to these words. I cannot make this up, okay? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? It's that energy. Remember, I was mentioning with the moon energy of fear. This is you, my friend. You have been in the dark. You have been in the dark about something that you have been holding on to, okay? That's something that you have been devoted to, okay? You were afraid of this change, my friend. What you're going to see at the end of the corner, you know? You have been afraid. Look what Spirit is. Look at Spirit's advice. What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? You need to change your focus. You need to change your perspective. Okay? Endings, letting go, endings are actually new beginnings. There's something that is ending for you, my friend, pile number 2. You have been holding on to this. You have been devoting your mind, your time to this. You have been literally focusing on this. It's time to let it go. Okay? It's coming to an end. You're releasing that. Okay? So focus on what you're gaining, not on what you're losing. Okay? My friend, today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart. Take a breath and deepen into trust. You need to trust, my friend. You need to trust the current of the river, okay? You need to trust that you're going to end up at where you need to be at your final destination. You need to trust that, okay? Amazing things are coming. I cannot make this up, my friend. Amazing things are heading your way, but you have to let go. You have to say goodbye to this rock, okay? And I feel like this is something that Spirit has been pushing, you to do. Let's look at your tarot. Pile number 2. Death. Listen. You think I'm joking? I cannot make this up. Endings, we see the Death card. Exactly. And what's interesting, my friend, this is absolutely crazy. Look at this card, my friend. Isn't that the same energy that we saw in the Temperance? Okay? Temperance and the moon. Moon. Thank you, Spirit. Moon. Look at this. Look at these 2 pillars. Remember? On the moon card, we also saw the 2 pillars, right? Look at this river here. I cannot make this up. We're seeing river again. Pile number 2. Your patience is coming to an end, my friend. Okay? Something is ending, something is transforming. Reincarnation. That's that death card. There's a change, there's a transformation heading your way, my friend. Whether you realize it or not. And we're seeing actually a pope. Okay? Standing here. That's that Hierophant energy, my friend. This is spirit. Okay? It's time to face this ending, my friend. Okay, it's time to let go. You're protected. We see the Hierophant here. You're heading towards stability, my friend. But you have to let go. Okay? You might be dealing with a Scorpio. You might be a Scorpio. There's a strong scorpionic energy here. You are being asked to let go of the things for some of you that have been long dead, you know? I cannot make this up. What you're not seeing, my friend, what you're not seeing actually is, first of all, sun is coming out. There's a reincarnation, a transformation taking place. The sun is rising, my friend. There's an ending coming. You're saying goodbye. Let's see what else, because now I'm curious. You're saying goodbye. Thank you, 8 of Cups. You are letting go. You are embarking, my friend, on a second part of your journey. You're saying goodbye to the empty cups, to the cups that you have been patiently devoted to, I want to say, that have not made you whole, that have kept you stuck. You know, these are empty cups. You cannot pour from empty cup, my friend. You're letting go. You're letting go of the past. There's a past that is ending. There's some sort of illumination that is heading your way. Yeah. You are leaving, my friend, the past behind. This is what you're not seeing. You are leaving the past behind. You're saying goodbye to it. Wow, this is crazy. High Priestess. We're seeing 2 pillars here. We're seeing again black and white. 2 pillars here. This is what you're not seeing. Again, High Priestess is what's hidden from you. You're embarking on a new journey, my friend, pile number 2. Prepare for change. That's what I really want to tell you. Prepare for change. Because you're leaving something behind. You're saying goodbye. You may have been intuitively feeling it, that this change is coming. And it is, my friend. You're saying goodbye. There's a totally... It's like your life is changing from black to white. And it's like I'm hearing your life will never be the same again. There's a new journey ahead of you, my friend, which is more stable, more calming. That's the second part of the journey that I was mentioning when I was doing your water scrying, okay? That's what you're not seeing with the High Priestess. That's what's hidden from you. There's an ending. You're leaving. You're letting go. So be prepared for that change, my friend. Okay, be prepared to let go, to say goodbye. Thank you, pile number 2. This is deep, pile number 2. Wow. You're saying goodbye to your past life, basically. Pile number 3. Are you feeling unsatisfied with your love life? Pile number 2. Are you feeling shallow? Have you been experiencing cold weather, I want to say? Metaphorically saying, when it comes to your emotions, your desire. Why am I saying this? I'm just being drawn to the words burn with desire. For some of you, there's someone that has left you out in the cold. Now is burning with desire. Okay. There's someone who has treated this connection, this situation very shallowly. I don't know even if there's such a word, shallowly. Very shallow. Okay. Very flat, I want to say. I want to read your message first from the back. Okay. Burn with desire. There's power in your desires. Let them be your fuel today. So if you have been feeling like nothing is happening, your life may be shallow, there's really a lot of cold energy. There's something that you're desiring, my friend. Let that desire be your fuel to get things going, to make things moving, okay? Your desires are your soul's wings, and it's time to take flight. It's time. Yep, exactly. Didn't I mention in your channeled messages, in your collective reading, okay, that for some of you, it's like you need to take charge, you know? For some of you, it's like you have seen pile 1, now you're in pile 3. But for you, my friend, it's like it's time for you to take charge. It's time for you to take charge of your desires and your passions. Nothing has been happening because you have not been taking any action, my friend. Okay? Today, go inward. Your answers lie within. Okay? It's like you know what you need to do, my friend, pile number 3. You know what needs to be done. That's what I'm hearing, okay? What do you desire? What it is that you want? For some of you, I'm hearing it's like you don't know what you want. So how can you expect a different outcome? How can you expect for your life to change if you don't know what it is that you want? Okay? How can you expect your life to change? How can you expect your life to be different if you do not know what it is that you want, what it is that you're desiring? That's what I'm hearing. Choose what makes you happy and do that. Bingo. Exactly. If you had a magic wand and could have anything, you are being asked, my friend, to step into the energy of the magician. Okay. My friend, if you have no idea what it is that you want, spend some time on your own. Take a pause, okay? Get out a journal, a piece of paper, take a pen, and start writing, okay? What makes you happy? Ask yourself, what makes me happy? And from that point, go on. It's like expand on this thought, you know? What do you want, my friend? What is it that you desire? What are you desiring? You know? It's like, what do you want? What would you choose? If you could have anything. And don't limit yourself by the lack of money, by where you live, you know, who you are. Do not limit yourself by that. Okay? If you could have anything, my friend, what would it be? Okay? That's step number 1. That's where you need to start. If you want a change to happen in your life. Because for some of you, you have no idea. It's like you have been wishing for a change, but you don't know what that wish is even, you know? That's the energy that I'm picking up on. You have been this energy of confusion, you know? Maybe you have been doing many things and none of the things have made you happy. It's time, my friend, to go within, okay? To figure out what it is that you want. Yeah, it's like you have been fighting with, you know, with your emotions. You know, we see the 5 of Wands here. That's that energy of, you know, of confusion. Maybe one day you're doing this, another day you want that, third day you want something else, or you're doing something else. You know what I mean? It's like being all over the place with your emotions, with your thoughts, you know? Yeah, it's like you have been sampling maybe one thing, another thing. None of the things are actually what, you know, what have made you happy, you know? None of the things that you have been sampling have made you happy. If that's your story, my friend, if that's you, go within. Okay, go within, stem. There's something about stemming. About putting, because you know the energy that I feel for some of you, it's like you don't spend enough time on one thing. It's like you're jumping from one thing to another to another. You need to put out a stem in one area in order for that area to grow. You get my point here? Some sort of a stem needs to happen. It's like I'm also picking up the energy of you scattering seeds, you know? Pile number 3. Here, there, everywhere, you know? And it's like you have been wondering why change has not been happening. My friend, because you, first of all, it's like you have been all over the place. You have planted this seed, that seed, and it's like you have not been tending, I want to say. You have not been tending to any of them for a long time, or a long period of time, in order for stem to actually happen. In order for you to actually see that stem, you know? You have been fighting either with your emotions, with your thoughts. Maybe you feel like there's a competition around you, you know? It's like you have been in this hermit mode. You have been searching. It's like you have this inner knowledge that you want stability, that you want money, but it's like you don't know where that's going to come from. It's like you don't know what you need to invest in, or it's like you're not spending enough time there, you know? You need to spend some time in solitude, my friend, in order to find your star, okay? Seriously. That's what you need to do. For some of you, it's like you're not even realizing, because you have been scattering your energy, your thoughts, or you know, whatever happens to be throughout in many different places. That's why you have not been seeing the star. Meanwhile, you have been carrying the star all along. You have been carrying the seed all along. You know? Yes, you have been carrying this star all along, and you don't even know it. For some of you, I'm hearing you got into a fight with your boss. Before you make any hasty decisions, I'm hearing from Spirit, figure out exactly what you want, okay? First, be certain about your way ahead, okay? Before you make any harsh movements. Wow. For others of you, you have a King of Pentacles in your energy, somebody very wealthy. This person is really in their thoughts. It's like they don't know, they have no idea what they're going to encounter if they approach you. That's really what I want to say. I feel like this is someone who is very wise, who has gained some sort of a wisdom, some sort of a knowledge. I feel like this is someone who is single, who has been single for quite some time. It's like they have been fighting with themselves, I'm hearing. This person has fought many battles. That's also what I'm hearing. I want to pull pile number 3. I want to know what this... Why is this King of Pentacles in a chaos? Spirit, why is this King of Pentacles in chaos, please? Wow. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they have been... This person, whoever they are, first of all, they're stuck on you. This person is stuck on you. This person is also afraid. This person has been dealing with a lot of karmic situations, I want to say. I'm seeing the devil here. And I'm seeing three of Pentacles. For some of you, it's like you're coming back from pile 1. Okay? I don't know why. That's the energy I feel for some of you. This person has been stuck in fear. This person has been literally feeling like this. They have been chained to the devil. For some of you, this is a work-related situation. It's like this person wants to work with you, but it's like they don't know how to approach you, because there's something has happened in the past, I'm hearing. Maybe an argument, disagreement. This person wants to make peace. Whether this is a work-related situation or whether this is a romantic situation. Okay? This person is totally stuck. They want to bring calmness. Now they want to work with you. In the past, there may have been fighting. There may have been competition for some of you. This person wants to work with you. This person wants to move to calmer waters with you. That's the energy I feel, and that's the same energy I was feeling with pile number 1. So you may go and watch pile number 1 if you're being guided to. This person is determined to work this thing out. That's what I'm hearing. Whatever this thing means to you. Okay? This confusion, this fight, this tension that may be between you and them. This person has gained some sort of a wisdom, some sort of a knowledge. This person has learned something. That's really what I'm getting here. This person has learned something. Now this person wants to come in and wants to work with you. Okay? Some of you, it's a love-related situation. Okay? There's some sort of a stuck energy that has been in the past. I'm seeing, look, these two, masculine and feminine energy, being chained together. Look, there's a chain in the middle, right? And now we're seeing the same energy, but it's like there's no chain anymore with the lovers. Okay? For some of you, it's a love-related situation. There's a situation for some of you that has been stuck by devil energy. Okay? Yeah. There's something that has literally been stuck. Now it's being released so the energy can flow. Okay? Wow, thank you so much, pile number 3. I feel like you're going to be the lucky ones, pile number 3. You're going to be released from this devil energy. Okay? Pile number 3, seriously. Okay? From this maybe shallow energy, whatever it happens to be for you. This is a snowflake, obsidian. Snowflake is that, cold energy. You're going to be released from that. Okay? You're being very protected. You have been protected. And you're being released from that. Thank you so much, pile number 3. I wish each and every one of you peace, love, and abundance, my friend. All the best. Health and wealth. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. And I'm going to talk to you very soon. Thank you so much. Take care and bye.